We're back in Thronebreaker today. I do have a bit of an unfortunate thing to say here is, I was doing some stuff in the game. Like, I went and found those golden chests, the ones we mentioned in the last one from the maps. One's here in this building way off to the side, and one was here by this little post. But I didn't realize I wasn't recording, so that part is not going to be in the video. I didn't realize we weren't recording that part. But all fixed now. We're going to head down to this puzzle, grab this. Thankfully, we started recording again before we did anything else. But we have corrected that. Let's head down here, see what we run into. I believe there's a puzzle this way. So yeah, I just looked at the map for a while and found those points on it. Well, off to the side took a little bit longer. So what kind of puzzle we have here. I also bought the provision cap upgrade I mentioned last time, the 200 provision cap. After getting the gold from those golden chests, that's why our gold's so low now. So what do we have here? Every 2 turns, on turn start, spawn a cow carcass in the opposite row. So we can destroy the rot tossers and not let the cow carcasses die on our side. So we take damage, they move. We probably start with Wagenberg. That's how most of these go. Another one. Okay, so now we just go and use some of these guys. Move over there. This one doesn't seem too complicated. We have enough slingers to move all these. Alright, because we only got 3 more, but we can move 3. So this just doesn't seem overly complex.
Bigger they are, easier they are to touch.
But we don't even need this last card. This is just 10. This is like 11. Yeah, this one's really easy. I feel like that one... We don't need this last card. That one was it's the easiest one so far, I think. Alright, let's grab some stuff.
One damn week. The army was shattered to bits and pieces.
So it was.
Blacklights were supposed to Commander, onward!
I do have a place for you. Let's go, man. We have another recruit. We have quite a bit of those. What do we have in this house? Oh, we found some farmers in the barn. Oh, they're sick. They want coin. We shan't refuse. Give them 50 coins. They'll die. Coins needed elsewhere. Isabel, tend them. That seems by far the best choice. Free recruits. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, here's the, oh, it's still walled off here. Is that really, it looks like a unicorn, but it might just be a horse on top of something getting at that shape. We're definitely going to go down there. I haven't been in Thronebreaker in a while, actually. Probably a week. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Oh, we have a pile of corpses here. Nothing really happened. Oh, with a click on it. Yeah. Let's see what puzzle we have here. Pestilence. The invisible enemy. Yeah, we're kind of don't like invisible enemies nowadays, don't we? What do we have here? So remove all corpses. That's a lot of corpses. Oh, Death Wish, damage adjacent units by 3? Okay, what's our leader? Doesn't do anything. This doesn't seem hard. I'm pretty sure we can't. We just go like this.
One bolt's all I need.
Doesn't this just like kill the whole row if I do this now?
Give me a target.
Right? Like this should kill the row, right? So chain through all these. Then we have a loyal ability. So loyal starts damaging these guys. We just do the same thing in this row.
Abolition, your command. Armor won't say.
Right? This doesn't seem hard. Unless I'm missing something obvious. So we have plenty of arbalists. I can kill this one. For the next turn. And this changed this whole row down.
One bolt all I
I see. I see where we messed up. Let's fire some loyals. Let's use that to finish this row. This one's still really easy. We have to use the loyal earlier. I used that loyal a little bit earlier. And then we've got to not kill our corpses as quickly, potentially. Although I think we set this up so it should work. It should work, but we could have done that with an extra card left, I think. I think we could have done that with a card left like the other one did. Ooh, skull. I'm not sure what that does. Let's grab this tent. Ooh, piece of a card. Isbel, cleanse the chest. Having the characters with you is so good. I'm kind of curious how much harder the game is if you go through without them. But the first time I played this, I didn't get Ache. We missed him. Oh, there's something up here we gotta grab. Around here, so yeah, the first time I went through this, I didn't have Ache. And having him gets us a lot of free stuff. Same with Isbel, obviously. She's getting us some good stuff, too. And let's head down here to this question mark, see what's going on.
Meave's Lyrians were traversing a wood when they heard the loud, drawn-out blast of a horn.
One of our scouts?
The Queen asked, clearly perplexed. She turned in her saddle to face Reynard, who shook his head.
That is strange.
Gascon, appoint a few of your strays. Ones who know how to blend in. Have them sniff out who blows that
Do
horn.
want to know.
And why.
The scouts returned a short while later with their report.
But it's Nilfgaard.
Soldiers had pitched camp in a nearby meadow. They wore Aedirnian uniforms, cut by sashes bearing a golden
Oh
sun.
boy, guys.
They addressed their leader as Falbeson.
Know the name.
Rayla said.
Falbeson went over to the enemy first day of the war, took his whole division with him.
Falbeson.
A chance like this won't come again. Let's teach the traitors a lesson.
Let's.
We must send a strong signal. One all the north will hear. From the Yaruga to the Dragon Mountains.
Announced the Queen.
Whoever collaborates with the invader shall pay with his head. Prepare to attack.
Let's go,
Rayla
Meave.
nodded,
Attack.
clearly pleased. The Lyrians surrounded the meadow marked by their scouts. Moments later, a flaming arrow pierced the sky, giving the signal to attack.
We do have a poor morale right now, but it shouldn't be too bad. So reduce retreat timer to 0 is our special rule here. Let's see what we have. I should update our... I forgot to update the deck after we bought our provision costs. Foragers go with this. Yeah, we'll update our deck after this. Black Rail is really the key.
Is that Queen Meave? To arms!
Must be an important lesson in this. But what?
He spawns a guard every turn, and the guard gets rid of the timer. Okay.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your...
So having a leader that did damage would be really good here.
101, 102, 103.
This is going to be for Xavier.
My pain serves a purpose.
We can go for the War Wagons into the Foragers combo for some damage. Obviously it's not targeted, so there's no guarantee it's what we want. But probably better than nothing. Putting those Foragers out. It's the unit on the right.
One man's battlefield is another man's
Not
right
quite.
patch for harvest.
Then we can go with Reynard.
Her Majesty is...
Get another one of these War Wagons.
You can try to win them all.
I'll get that Forager. Did get one that time. It's pretty nice. Got a couple more Foragers still.
152, 154.
This man has suffered much.
Has he, Isbel? That's interesting.
I only loot corpses.
Nice, get another one.
Sometimes they're quite fresh.
It's getting a little annoying here.
Can use this. place is mine now.
Obviously, we go for the decoy combo on the Reynard. It's pretty good. Spending a lot of guards, honestly. A lot of guards.
Nilfgaard!
Her Majesty knows what she's
Let's
doing.
go for our war wagon.
Can't take it anymore.
This should be for Isbel, but we want to make sure this guy's not going to do something that turn. And... oh, should have gone for foragers instead, actually. Let's do our flail. Let's move some of these guys, I guess. For some reason, oh, the puzzle had us give the one. The puzzle gave us the leader that did the 3 and boost. I thought we were running it for some reason. We are not. We can get another forager out with Black Rayla.
Alba!
Another forager. We don't have one. So let's get our Isabel. She's probably gonna die.
When will you ever learn?
But we can heal her right now and boost her, so that should get her out of death range. Now they're immune. Fantastic. Let's go with the wagon.
Got any victuals?
We're up a lot.
Wolf I am.
I think we still win even if he doesn't get to retreat.
Aedirnian!
This is 10. We can remove these 2 guys. Oh, we can't actually because does have that immunity. I think we still win here, right? Yeah, we still win.
Grace. We surrender.
Alright, what do you have to say, Falbeson?
The traitors,
Is that a Stick of
perhaps
Truth
used to
reference I just
fighting
saw, by the way?
unsuspecting foes,
Nice.
stood no chance against the determined Lyrian attack. At its conclusion, Meve personally knocked Falbeson off his mount, then tore off his visor. The face she saw evoked more sympathy than hatred. Falbeson was an old, sickly man, his skin pale and blemished. With great difficulty, he pulled himself up on his knees, then extended a shaky hand in pleading.
Alright, Falbeson, what do you have to say?
Your Grace, have mercy. The Nilfgaardians forced me to treason. They threatened torture.
Meve
Kinda
felt her
believe
soldiers'
that.
eyes on her. They awaited her decision. How would she treat this traitor? Would she really execute him as a warning to others?
We could, but maybe we believe his story. I think we'll show a little mercy here.
I hereby dissolve your division, Falbeson. And you, surrender your sword and be on your way.
The traitor threw himself at the Queen's feet.
You've shown mercy befitting a truly great ruler, Your Grace. 1,000 thanks. To the west of here lie
Oh, is that what that big
lands.
building is on the map?
Visit me.
That's his
I
house?
shall throw a sumptuous feast in your honor and provide a generous donation to your fight
Could
against
definitely
our
use
common
that.
foe.
Meve ordered Falbeson to stand.
Did
The
lose
Lyrians
morale, though.
reluctantly stepped out of the departing traitor's way. When he passed Black
And,
Rayla, she
yeah, Black
spat at
Rayla's
his
not
feet.
happy. Black Rayla's never happy unless we're killing people, though. It's like her thing. She's like the focal point of our deck, though, so you gotta keep her around. Not that I don't. You definitely gotta keep her around. She's the whole point of our deck. So that's all of our stuff we grab here. And, oh, wait, is this it? Right here? Oh, yeah, this is it. Must be. Oh, there's something in the woods, though. Oh, let's grab that. There it is. Is that Falbeson again?
Meve
Sure
and
is.
the Lyrians arrived at Falbeson's lands, home of the traitor she had let live. He greeted the Queen with full honors. In ceremonial garb, a platter of bread and salt held
Very
aloft.
nice.
Your Grace, 'Tis an honor to welcome you to my humble abode. Please, come inside. A fattened piglet already turns on the spit. Soon I shall fetch my best wine
Does sound very
from the
good.
cellar.
Meave, having lived on nothing but salt pork and gruel for weeks, was tempted to accept the offer. Black Rayla, however, was strongly against it.
Mom, forgive my insolence, but to eat from a traitor's table is foolish. Don't do it.
I mean, that is a good point. That is a good point. But I want to know what happens if we do, so we're going to accept.
Meave ignored Rayla's warning, and for her part, Rayla refused to partake
Good job,
of
Rayla.
the feast. The Queen attended in the company
As long
of
as you
only
stick
her
with your
closest
opinions.
advisors.
Don't mind that much.
The
As
table
long as you're
groaned
actively
under all
undermining
the
us.
fine delicacies laid out upon it, and rivers of wine were served. Falbeson delivered a flattering toast in Meave's honor.
You could search all the world and not find such a ruler. One so brave, so merciful, and so naive.
Oh.
With these last
Here we
words,
go.
heavily armed Nilfgaardian soldiers poured out of the adjoining rooms.
Athen Esnar!
Meave leapt away from the table, barely dodging the bolts sent flying towards her. She drew her sword.
Oh, Black Rayla, you were right. You were right. Nilfgaardian assassins are the best in the world. Eliminate Falbeson. Do not let any allies die. Puzzle. Okay, so puzzle. So to get rid of Falbeson and no one can die. Let's see how this works. Alright, this looks interesting.
Only a fool not so mighty now, are you, me?
You pay for this!
We will see.
Falbeson, slayer of the great Beeve. Sounds rather good.
Sounds rather
doesn't it?
unlikely to me.
Me, catch! I've no intention of dying today. You fight in vain. This is where you die.
Alright, what do you have from us, Gascon? Ornamental sword. Deploy damage an enemy by the power of your lowest ally. Okay. Wow, that guy is getting wrecked. Okay. That guy's dead. So we get the damage shown by the power of our lowest ally. What do these do? Death Wish, increase the timers of all units opposite row by 2. So how do we kill these? Flip over the table. Oh, I see. So Reynard's going to flip the table. That's going to increase all their counters. And Gascon did more. Oh, he's a different ability here. Melee damage by 3. Range, move any card to the other row on its side. After 2 turns, move this unit and Reynard from battlefield to hand. Okay. So he's immune. Death Wish, damage, count Falbeson by 9. So we just have to kill these. So we get to kill these, which means we need to do the table. Okay, I think we know what we do here.
Nothing
Move this to
personal,
this
I
row.
assure you.
Reynard flips over the table.
Company, forward march!
Oh, we only have to flip 1 over. Okay. Okay, so I see how this works then. So this is Death Wish. This destroys a unit. Okay, okay.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
We must trust each other.
Not so mighty. You
So it takes 2 turns to do this combo.
Falbeson, slayer of the... Me,
This one's the
catch!
problem.
You fight it.
Wonder if we can kill off that one. I'm pretty sure this is how we start.
Her Majesty knows what she's
2
doing.
turns. So our finisher is flip the table into Meve. So we have to do Gascon damage before that.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Okay. Flip.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
3.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Flip.
Company, forward march!
Okay, so here's the issue here. If we do 3, then Gascon does not deal with this. And if we move this, we're just doing 2 turns. There's one thing I want to test here. We can't really test it right this second. Go Gascon. Here's what we want to test.
We must trust each
Also
other.
doesn't do anything. Go Meve Ornamental Sword.
We will
Kill
never
him.
bow to the invader!
Fools! I delivered her to you on a silver platter!
Okay.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Not so might.
You'll pay for this!
So what I think we want to do is kill off this assassin. I think that's our plan. Is to kill him. So we'll start with 3.
Wait, you're
And now we
serious?
go Reynard. He has a
Discipline
shorter
shall bring us
cooldown, so definitely
victory.
get rid of him. Okay, now they're all starting to line up, which is where we go and put them all in the same row.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Now we can flip one of these.
Company, forward march!
Now we have time to start killing these guys.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Reynard will flip.
We must trust each other.
Gascon can kill off one of these.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Fools! I delivered her to you on a silver platter!
Reynard does his flip.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
If we move them melee, does that help? So we do have to kill these 2 guys.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
I've no intention of... Not so mighty now, are you, me?
You'll pay!
Okay, so here's our plan.
Falbeson! Mate!
Thinking about this one, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Gascon melee.
And
We're
just
gonna
when
damage
you
him.
thought things were about to get dull.
Now we go with Reynard. We'll flip this row.
Her Majesty knows what she's
That does
doing.
this. Okay, good. Now we go Gascon to move them all to the same row.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Now we play Reynard, increase all their cooldowns.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Now we go Gascon.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
We go Reynard. We do their cooldowns again.
Company, forward march!
We go Gascon.
Coin never stinks, no matter how rank the pouch.
It does 9. Reynard can now flip the table.
We must trust each other.
Now we have time to go Reynard. This flip doesn't matter.
Her Majesty is...
But now we can go Ornamental Sword and kill this, and that's Falbeson. There we go.
Then war you shall have.
God, have mercy! They forced
Oh, did
me!
they, Falbeson? Did they?
Neve fought her way out of the trap, and Falbeson, a traitor twice over, finally died as he deserved, skewered on a sword in a puddle of blood.
Reynard,
Yes, Your Grace.
should I appear ready to forgive again? To let treason go unpunished?
The Queen said, wiping her blade on a lace-fringed tablecloth.
Kindly remind me of Falbeson's feast.
Neve went on her way as soon as she could, taking with her a hefty load of the oath-breaking lord's belongings and some valuable experience.
There we go. That's a weapon. We need to get all these. So this is good that we got this. The add to our army can be found the command tent. Ornamental Sword. Let's grab some stuff. Check it out. See if it's any good. Edit our deck at the same time. Well, let's go here. Oh, we have to get that map still. Not sure where that is. Forgot about that one. Damage an enemy with the power of your lowest ally. If we had big allies, that'd be good. Speaking of our deck, though, let us make some changes. Well, not quite yet. Let's see what we have in the tents first. Not this tent. Oh, do we get something else? Artifact compression. Transform an enemy into a jade figurine, move it to your hand. I don't know what the jade figurine is. That's good if we're going to be using the same strategy here. Let's take a look at what we can upgrade. No. Nothing here. Recruit after the battle, no. 2 recruits, no. Gold for each battle might be worth the investment, honestly. We'll pick this up. I'm not sure if that maths out correctly, but we'll pick it up anyway. Kind of see where it goes. And then we did want to change our deck. So let's run. Those are obviously good and all, but let's try the new cards. Run these guys. Becker's Dark Mirror combos pretty well with that Ornamental Sword. Well, let's see what we have in our deck. I don't really like Forager. Pikeman's decent for thinning. No War Wagons, though. Okay, so do we have any big cards we can make use of this with? This makes 2s. Do our Scytheman pluses. We're going to change to Ornamental Sword. Then the Scythemen should combo well, but they don't take up much provisions. We could put our Footmen in. They're pretty nice. So are these guys. Then we want to go with the boost artifacts, I think. Where is heal by 10? Okay, we'll try these out later. Right now, though, where is something that boosts our stuff? A baseline one, create a bronze card, boost by 10. Transform a damage, shoot it into a bear. Okay, we're gonna try and use Ornamental Sword. That's our plan here. So we'll take these out. We want high number guys. And what else would work quite well with that is the Alchemist. So we'll put a couple of them in. I don't really want to craft any more cards. We don't really have many provisions. I think for our last cards, we will stick with the Strays Bombers. Take out the Scythemen. Bombers. And I wish we had... Forager combos well with this. We have a lot of extra provisions here. We'll make use of them later. I'm going to upgrade our troops. Okay, so that was Falbeson. Let's go up here. We're just going to try and do ornamental sword value, basically. Our deck's pretty bad without it.
As Meve passed the city of Harmelin, one of the peasants she'd saved from Nilfgaardian captivity requested an audience.
Be taking leave of you here, my lady. Folk from our parts lives in Harmelin. We'll manage. But, my lady, we thank you for taking pity on us, time and again.
Okay. Okay, nice. We got a card for all that trouble.
We've nothing, my lady, or near's enough. Black-clad bastards took all's worth taking. Except in this amulet. Been in my family for ages, kept us from harm. May it do the same for you.
Meve wanted to say she did not believe in peasant superstitions, but when she took the ivory pendant in hand, she felt a curious warmth.
Interesting.
From it. The peasant bowed, then joined the others as they trod off towards Harmelin.
Let's see what that actually does. I know we were just in the army camp, but I'm curious. Where's Bone Talisman? Okay, it doesn't say anything useful, so we're going to put it in our deck. I know, that's amazing, right? That's one way to find out what this does. What else is in here?
We're safe behind these walls. This pendant, we're safe.
So we do have one map left to figure out before we go to this final objective. Do we release the prisoners or get more? We're already at negative morale. Might as well. This doesn't actually affect us. There might be an event later on, but that'd be kind of cool, actually. See what happens. And we do have to find this one map. Oh, there's something over here we didn't pick up. Down by this mill, huh? Grab this last thing here. And now we just need to find out where this last chest is. Where is the map? Hidden map. So the question is this a road or a river? I really don't know. We're looking for 2 trees with a pile of rocks. It's the last map we do have to find. The U shape is coming from the right, correct? Wish I could hit the right thing I wanted to. So U shape from the top right, tree and such stuff inside it. Let's just take a look at the map here. There's a tree here, I'd say that's a pretty likely spot. But I don't see it. Let's take a look at the map. Try to find all of our stuff here. Yeah, this might actually be it. Let's check there before we do anything else. Oh yeah, this looks like it. This rock and these trees. Yeah, this is actually it. Nice. Well, that's been taken care of. Let's go to our quest here. And just kind of see what's going on. We'll make sure. I think that's the last thing we need to pick up. Should double check there's nothing for our scouts, which we will in a minute. Map and scouts. All areas revealed. Looks like we've got everything. And that's it. Go to Aldersburg.
The Lyrians stood within 5 miles of Aldersburg, when the road, which until now they had travelled alone, suddenly filled with all manner of folk. Peasants, merchants, and wounded fighters in tattered uniforms. They trod solemnly in the opposite direction, their worldly
That doesn't
possessions
sound
on their
good.
backs.
Aldersburg's fallen, my lady.
Sighed one of the refugees with a forlorn shrug.
Outer walls breached. King still defends the old town, but black-clad goats are winning. You'd best turn back before it's too late.
We've nowhere to turn to, good man.
The queen said. Then
I
spurred
see
on
what we're
her
gonna do
horse.
here.
Follow me.
The queen galloped so fast the wind squeezed tears from her eyes, the Lyrian cavalry close at her heels. Hoofbeats thundered down the high road, and the crowd of refugees parted, making a path for the charging riders.
Faster! Faster!
Soon they set eye on Aldersburg. A red glow filled the horizon, the wind carried screams and the clanking of steel. The once proud city was quickly turning to dust in the Nilfgaardian sun. The Nilfgaardian force moved to block the Lyrians' way. Without slowing, Meve cut down the infantryman who tried to drag her from her saddle with a hook. Her head in a winged helmet fell to the ground, leaving a bloody track.
Lyrians!
There it is, Neve.
Meve shouted.
Take no prisoners!
There it is. Attack. Aldersburg Outskirts. Let's go. Standard battle? Don't get many of those. Let's see if we can't make use of it. Pikemen. We don't have those big AoE heals. Unfortunately. We have alchemists with these, so that should be pretty good.
Bloody hell. You shan't stop me. Not now.
So, what do we have here?
For Demavend!
Oh, Knickers is going to kind of ruin our whole strategy here, isn't he? Start off with that.
Wise choice.
Well, we do have Black Rayla, so you know, can't go too badly. Let's go into our bomber. We'll go double bomber this round. Save Ache. Typical strategy.
We shall achieve our goal.
Double bomber, and we'll save our combos with the sword for later. Go into Reynard.
Company!
Go
Forward
into
march!
the Forager, I guess.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch
again.
for harvest.
Our Forager.
Oh, be ashamed to let this beauty go to waste.
Go Pikeman. We'll just look at a big tempo round one here. Big tempo round one, and then he's gonna summon those from his deck. Magni divisions. Yeah, so let's go Pikemans here.
Pays late.
We actually thin our deck so much we do have to win in 2 rounds. Oh, I should have thought about that a little more, perhaps, with the Pikemen. We do take them out. I think as we take them out, it's really hard to get Rayla for round 2 or 3. So that could be annoying. It's gonna pass. Alright, 2-0, here we go. It's our only strategy here. We are definitely going to have to adjust our deck after this. Didn't think about all that thinning being too much. What's the only card left in our deck? Isbel. Of course she is. Of course she is. Isbel's the only card in our deck. Oh boy. Do we want to go... Let's just go Forger. We don't need Knickers here. We'd rather have our special cards. And this combos with Ornamental Sword pretty well.
They're quite
We'll
fresh.
just use that for control. Definitely want to kill that. So sword to a kill. A forager. Getting even bigger than the last one.
Not sure for what just yet, but
And then
order! You mad?
this is the left. Did I do this wrong again? Equal to the unit on S left. Of course we did. Maybe this one will die. I don't have to worry about it.
Aedirnian.
Oh, he didn't die. Or we have time. Let's find out what this does. Destroyed the lowest and boosted the highest by its power? That's what it did. I'm not sure. I mean, that actually is kind of helpful here. Doesn't mean it's good. Take 3 damage on that. Throw a Gascon.
Coin never stinks.
So our
no
whole
matter
strategy is
how
going to be based
rank
on
the
boosting one guy
pouch.
really high and then playing these guys to synergize. So, do 11. That's not quite enough. We can just do this. Heal, strengthen by 10, then sword. Sword does 11 here. Might as well. I thought this was one that had the barricade ability. Guess it wasn't. Let's boost by 10. Hopefully they keep damaging this guy so we can use our alchemist pretty effectively. This is the one I thought this was. So he is being smart about this. That being said, Ache's pretty big still.
Prepare to fight if you've any honor.
How much would Isabel's order be right now? Can't see. So what we're going to do here, we're going to use this and boost him
Greetings.
by 11.
What is it?
And we're going to boost him up by 23. Then we'll have a 14-point sword. This is pretty good.
Coehoorn Kazel.
So we boost this guy a whole bunch.
If anyone asks.
Oh no, because he's the 3 now.
You've not
So this
seen me.
is a weak sword, but whatever. Probably shouldn't have even used it. We do have a lot of points.
Discipline. That is what you folk lack.
Looks pretty good here.
Your Grace, all that was but their rear guard.
Well, good thing, because it didn't seem too hard. What's next?
The Lyrians managed to scatter the Nilfgaardian battalion, one of many besieging Aldersburg. Their scouts brought before the Queen a prisoner freed from the invaders. Neve inquired about the situation in the city.
Turned the right slaughterhouse it has. The Imperials, King had the city cleared, my lady, but didn't budge himself. Holding out with his guard in Old Town, walls still standing there. Said he'd fight to the end. Come what may.
Oh, gotta respect them for that.
Neve weighed her options. The situation looked dire. Demavend, to whom she had come for help, needed help himself. Nilfgaard enjoyed an overwhelming advantage. The small Lyrian detachment stood no chance of breaking the siege. But to retreat, surrender, that was not something
I
Neve did.
agreed, Meave. That is not something you do.
Rayla, you know Aldersburg. Can you lead us by side streets to the Old Town, that we may avoid the largest part of the
Not a bad
Nilfgaardian
plan.
army?
The warrior nodded, and without waiting for any further orders, strode out in front of the party. Reynard followed her with his gaze, clearly troubled.
And what then, Your Majesty? We burst into the lion's den
And we pray the lion chokes. Follow me!
Well, Meave, you gotta say attack. Why is this not really Meave? No, I'm just kidding. What do we have here?
The walls crushed and breached. The lower town in flame. King Demavend will turn back. Turn back. King Demavend.
Do you want to come with me, man? Don't blame you. So where are we exactly? Do we have other stuff on the map now? Just the main quest? Nothing to scout. Alright. Here's a post. So our main quest is this way, but I kind of want to do this little talkie thing.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt up elderberries.
What's the next one? The references are really good sometimes in this. My favorite one's still the Goblet of Fire one from Witcher 3. The auction house. Alright, what are we missing? 9 out of 9 chests found. That's everything. So yeah, we got everything then. We're all set.
Gods have mercy. And demons take it all.
Oh yeah, this doesn't look good, does it? Can we, like, steal these trebuchets?
Taking advantage of the confusion, Meave maneuvered her troops to the very walls of the old town. Spying Lyrian banners, the defenders suspected a trap. But when they noticed Black Railer among them, they immediately lowered the drawbridge.
Good thing we have her.
The old town was a maze of brothels and shady taverns. In normal times, students and other pleasure seekers prowled its dark alleys. Now, tired soldiers slumped in every corner, though the Lyrians' arrival clearly buoyed their spirits. The Fraternal Realms warriors clasped each other's hands and swapped tales. Even Edirn's king, Demavend, made no secret of his pleasure at seeing these unexpected arrivals.
Me! Of all the besieged cities in all the world, you walk into mine. Come to the rescue,
Have we?
will you?
To be quite frank, I've come to be rescued.
Oh, yes. I've heard much of the events in Lyria. Disgraceful. Such betrayal.
Agreed.
However, as you might have noticed, things are none too rosy here either.
Yes, that is hard
It
to
is
miss.
indeed.
I thought we'd trade blows with the Blackclads. That it would be an even match. 2 weeks. That sufficed to annihilate the army I'd spent my whole lifetime building.
Your Majesty, I cannot say what fate will bring, if we shall reach this war's end alive. But I wish to say now that I admire you.
Thank you, Reynard.
Oh?
You evacuated the city, yet refused to evacuate yourself. You fight to the bitter end, like a hero.
But of course. A king must lead by example, after all. Especially in
Thank
war.
you, Demavend, for not being like everyone else who's been betraying us lately.
Reynard, that rumbling, you hear it? Studded boots on cobblestones. The Nilfgaardians. Prepare the men for battle.
Yes, Your Grace.
So, now that we're alone, what's really going
Yes,
on?
Demavend, what is it?
What? Did you not hear? I'm defending my
Uh-huh.
capital. Like a hero.
Like a man bent on suicide, rather. Demavend, I hate to retreat as much as the next ruler, but
Oh, we know
sometimes
that,
you
Meave.
must pull back to strike another day.
If we must be fully honest, there is another reason.
Okay,
I
what
would
didn't you
left
manage to get out in time?
See that building? That one there.
The brothel? The
Oh,
Crimson
here we go.
Bodice?
Precisely. So, promise not to laugh. I'm a
Uh-huh.
patron. A loyal one.
Not surprising.
One of the girls there, Demeretta. She's marvelous. Makes me
Oh,
feel
does she,
young again.
Demavend?
A young fool, you mean? Demavend, there's a war on, and
Allow me to finish. Demeretta became, well,
Uh-huh.
with child
Wonder how that happened.
exactly 9 months ago. Understand
Very
now?
suspicious.
she's entered confinement, having contractions.
Since yesterday. You see, I cannot leave her like this. Can't have her moved. I must stay put until she gives birth.
And then what? Pray tell. Invite all of Nilfgaard to the christening?
No, my dear. There is a hidden tunnel deep beneath the city, leading far beyond its walls. Once the midwives cut the cord, we flee.
I don't know about this one. Willem didn't really do us much good here.
Demavend, you risked the lives of thousands of men for a single child. For a bastard to boot.
Meve, I would kill thousands of men for my child. Born in wedlock or out. It changes
Well, that's
nothing.
not too bad of an opinion, I guess.
It changes everything. One way the babe inherits the throne, the other...
You argue succession while I speak of a father's love.
We're arguing about everyone who's
But
still in
I
the city.
expect you to understand. Your heart, ice through and through, always has been. No.
Oh yes? Oh yes.
Your Majesties, the Nilfgaardians are attacking.
Probably a good time to interrupt that, Reynard.
Meve, we must hold out. A few hours, that's all.
I'll do what I can.
Well, but you owe us for this, Demavend. You owe us a lot. Let's see here. Optional eliminate Nausicaa Brigade. Okay, we have sword. Maybe we can do this with extra card, special rules, story battle. Not shortened, so this could be a longer one. Let us find out. Of course, we have this problem with the pikemen again, but what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's just put them back. Seems like a good plan.
Defend the king!
Oh my goodness. We can't do our strategy here. The palisades are in the way. Alright. What do we have? Oh, we have this 10. Reduce counter by 1 for each brigade destroyed, which is 0, we win. These are the brigades, right? Well, let's just light it on fire.
I smell a leak.
And just kill one. Oh, we should have done this first. Oh, we messed this up. Forgot we were using ornamental sword. So these two will hit this and die? Is that how this works? Doesn't really look like they're doing anything. We're gonna be honest here. Black Rayla.
Enough chit-chat. Draw your weapon.
Black Rayla. See what you can do for us. And these fires should do a really good job of killing off these guys.
I want their heads! Anvallen in order!
You mad? Don't say
And what do we
that.
play as Black Rayla? Probably Xavier. Like, not really other choices.
My pain serves a purpose.
I want to get ahead. We have to go Foragers, otherwise we don't have space.
Use this.
So Foragers coming in handy here, actually. Kind of glad we have those. We do have the one Alchemist, too.
Take the whole finger.
The gate's gone.
Meve! They're getting close! Devils take all, help
Are they getting
me!
close? Wait, why'd they all get boosted? Hello? Who boosted everybody? One in my fire.
Barbarians.
Oh, we can take these duels. They're gonna get on fire and burn up pretty close by the time I get here. Killing off plenty of them. Yeah, counter's going down. Now we've got space for stuff. This is what we're talking about. We also just destroy them with these. Alright, this still works.
One man's battlefield
Yeah,
is
that just
another
works
man's
too.
ripe
Foragers
patch
can
for
just kill them.
harvest.
Foragers can kill these guys. It's not too bad.
We must hold on a
Okay.
bit longer.
Sure. So how many points do we need here? 12? He's gonna get a couple more guys, probably. Do have our ornamental sword for 3. May as well kill off one of these. We have a heal and strength in 10. Let's just kill this.
Oh, a shame to let this beauty go to waste.
Do you get these passively is the question? No. Okay. Round 2. You can hold off a little more. Pikeman can take some damage. Who's all of resilience? But we have Ache. Ache's kind of our ace. He solves everything. Oh, Gascon's getting massively boosted here. I'm not going to complain about that either. Pikeman. Oh, it's not even played Pikeman. There's Isbell. That's what we're talking about. 144 point boost. This is going to be one of the biggest. This is why she's so good.
This could hurt.
All right, Menno, what do you got? Hey, don't hit him. It's something else, not him. Let's do our heal. I really want to click this. This is what Isbell's. If Isbell works, it's ridiculous. Okay. Okay. Let's just kill one of these. We only need the 3 damage. Play our Ache. He will certainly be helping us out a little bit.
The unworthy shall be punished.
Well, I mean, this is going to be a bit crazy.
And just when you thought things were about to get
Should
dull.
escape now. And there we go. Demavend escapes. Perfect.
No!
You're quiet, Menno.
It
No,
worked! Now retreat to the tunnel!
No, I want it's 170 something. Let me play Isbell. Oh, whatever. Whatever.
With their forces combined, the rulers managed to hold the old town long enough for Demereta to bear the king's offspring, a healthy, hardy boy. When the midwife slapped the infant, his scream carried above the roar of battle. Soon afterwards, the defenders abandoned the walls and left the city through a secret tunnel. The Nilfgaardians, furious that not one but 2 northern sovereigns were among the escapees, razed Aldersburg to
Hardly
the
a
ground.
surprise.
Thank you. If not for you, the devils would have devoured us.
I should say it was nothing. But the truth is, I need
Yes.
your aid.
Aid? But you see? My army is no more. I must pull back, regroup.
Pull back? Where to? The golden sun flies over your entire realm.
To Aedirnian, to take shelter at the court there.
And then? Will you sit and watch the fool juggle apples as Nilfgaard parcels all Edirn out to its settlers?
Meve, one must know when to fold and when to double down. Nilfgaard has stretched the front. Winter will soon be here. Let the costs claw away at them. A year, 2, then we strike. And we shall prove the Empire is a colossus with feet of clay.
No, it's not really a bad strategy, but it's not something Meve would approve of.
Fine. Do as you see fit.
And
I know what Meve's gonna do.
I can't live like that.
So what shall you do instead?
Fight on. Until I win. Or the black-clad curs tear me apart.
Gods, such pity I have for your husband. The poor man must have had a rough go
Did he?
of it.
He seemed content with his life while it lasted. Yet I'm serious, Demavend, in my request. You truly won't aid me. Provide nothing
What does he
at all.
have? Oh, there we go. That's a card. I'll take a card.
I will tell my men whoever so wishes can join your party and fight on. But please, curb your excitement. They are tired. Few will choose the path of greater resistance. But, are you familiar with the saying, when at wit's end, a dwarf's your
No.
friend?
Yes, it and many others. Yet as much as I appreciate folk wisdom, I prefer facts to philosophy at the moment. Preferably facts relevant to my situation.
How about this? Mahakam is but a week's ride from here. And there you'll find thousands of dwarves armed to the teeth. Enough to turn the tides of
Are they
this
going to
war,
help,
I
though?
venture.
Yes, they could. If not for another fact. That the dwarves have always been famously indifferent to strife between humans. They'll never come to my aid. I doubt they'll even let me into their
I
land.
kind of agree with that one.
Unless you show them this. The leaden ring. A token of amity given to me by the Elder-in-Chief. That's not to say they'll welcome you with open arms. But they will hear you.
All right,
out.
Demavend.
And
That is actually useful.
Dwarven infantry, I'd make
I'm
good
sure
use
most
of.
people would.
I shall do as you say. Or at least try.
Good. And to ease your journey somewhat, I'll give you as your guide the best man, or rather woman, for the task.
I bet I know who this is.
Rayla,
Yes, Your Grace?
you've been to Mahakam with me many times. You know their paths. Take Queen Meve and her party there.
If it be your wish, my king, I shall
I'm sure
obey.
she doesn't want to give up fighting.
I'll send messengers ahead that the dwarfs may expect your arrival. Until then, good luck, Meve. And may we one day waltz upon the grave of our foe, Emperor Emir.
Yes, let us do that.
May it be so. Just as long as I get to lead.
Ah, of course. Farewell, Queen.
You know what, Demavend? That was actually helpful.
Meve left Aldersburg in ill spirits. Rather than provide the help she had hoped for, Demavend had merely sent her on to Mahakam. Her way west was lit first by the glow of a burning city, then by the smoldering remains of charred villages by the roadside. It was clear the war against Nilfgaard had taken a bitter turn. Each stranger was now treated as an enemy, and the customarily hospitable Aedirnians slammed their doors at anyone's approach. The party's morale was somber as well, and did not even improve with the first sight of mountains looming in the distance. Wandering among the ashes, Meve entered the dwarves' domain. Along perilously steep paths, Black Rayla led the Queen and company towards
Thank you,
Mahakam,
Black Gorilla.
the dwarven homeland. There, among snow-capped peaks, someone awaited.
Oh, I think I know who this is.
Rayla, you brought strangers.
Gabor, I present to you Meve, Queen of
Oh,
Illyria
Gabor?
and Rivia.
Ah, a queen. Crivens. Well then.
A large shadow swept across the sky. The dwarf swallowed the rest of his greeting as all raised their gazes to see a dragon soar
Well, that is a
swiftly
bit of an
toward
inconvenience.
Mount Carbon.
Keltalus.
Keltalus. That's how we say this.
The dwarf had broken the silence gently, he himself quite familiar with this altogether unusual sight.
And now, sit yourselves down afore the pottage grows cold.
Aye. Oh, but... Fluke. Drake?
Stone shriveling marvel, innit? Makes you almost sad the lizards are dying out.
Should you not worry more about the fate of your brethren? That creature will soon have all
Will it,
Mahakam
though?
aflame.
Ha! Keltalus? No! He's lived here centuries. Harmless for
Most
the most
part.
part. Now, Your Grace, a taste?
No, none. Though your offer of repast I value, good sir.
Oh, no need of that. Gabor, please. Enchanted to make your acquaintance.
Gabor here's a true local notable. From one of Mahakam's leading clans, the Zigrins.
Zigrins.
But then he wouldn't be our guide if he wasn't. A guide for all important guests.
A pleasure. And as I said, I thank you for your hospitality, but I've no time to feast now. I must speak to your ruler at once.
Uh-huh.
Don't mean no offence, but Elder-in Chief Bruverhoog's a recluse.
Bruverhoog is a
sorts,
recluse.
as humans go. Didn't even meet the ones that wear crowns. But I suppose I could. Meaning, if you drafted a letter...
Her Majesty's got Demavend's signet, given willingly.
Ah. Well, that's a sheep of a different
Isn't it?
sort. We didn't let many human folk into Mahakam, and for good reason. So those who we let come through the second gate get blindfolded. Just after they've surrendered their arms at the first. But you've the leaden ring. Given one of your kind to confirm trust and amity. So, we're certain we can treat you as one of our own.
Can we?
Elder-in-Chief's in the pass visiting. Looking to his flock. Come on. No reason you two shouldn't jabber right quick.
Though the Lyrian infantry rose half an ell taller than the dwarf, he moved with remarkable ease through the waist-high snow, while those behind him slipped and stumbled on the ice-slick rocks. Neve and Rayla trailed the party, so they might speak in private.
Gabor, hello.
Non-humans you despised
Or is
immensely,
it just
I
elves?
believed.
They don't bother me a bit. Long as they stay in their lands, seek fortune nowhere else. I detest only those who infest our cities, humbly insist on belonging to our guilds, holding office in our institutions, armies.
Yet some find a place for themselves, blend in marvellously.
It's never lasting. They're different.
Or is
odd,
it never lasting because of
strange,
people like you,
inevitable.
Rayla?
And then they'll always stab a human in the back.
The ring. However did Demavend come
Good
to
question.
possess it?
Elder-in-Chief himself gave it to him, years ago. A decade, perhaps more.
Why?
Oh, you must have heard the tale, Your Grace. You see, formerly, Foltest of Temeria's sovereign of Mahakam, he believed it was his right to tax any land lands, so he sent collectors. Well, the dwarves felt stripped, so they stripped the collectors down to their natural state. Put them in beer barrels, they then rolled down the mountainside.
Ah, my. That incited Foltest's ire,
Did
I'm
it now?
sure.
Indeed, Ember hot ire. A punitive expedition was assembled immediately. We're about to set off when Demavend managed to dissuade Foltest. Elder-in-Chief gave him the ring
Makes
in
sense.
thanks.
I see it all now. Prevented Mahakam's slaughter, Demavend did.
Your Majesty, Demavend prevented a slaughter.
But of not Demavend's.
But Foltests and the Temerians, not the dwarves. Mahakam and fortifications. Well, you'll soon see. No human will take them.
So you said about Rosberg too, wasn't it?
The Elder's gratitude, then? Not certain I know where it came from.
Had the dwarves crushed the Temerians? No, when they had done so, what would have happened? Why, retaliation against all non-humans in Temeria. Bruver knew this, so in fact, Demavend saved them.
Exceptionally provident, the Elder-in-Chief.
And shrewd as a swarm of snakes. So when you speak, beware his hiss, and weigh your every word.
Rayla, your aid proved an unexpected
Sure did.
bounty.
I received orders. I fulfilled them to their end.
My, I see. And what will you do now?
Our paths diverge, not more. I return home now, where new orders surely await.
Demavend has fled to the Aedirnian court, where he shall cower and not show his mug until spring has sprung. You know this. Would you not prefer to remain in my ranks? Fight the Black Ones bound at the hip?
Would she?
No, Your Grace.
Alright, let's see what she has to say.
You have no love for me, do you?
We are not of the same stock, Your Grace, so it's hardly my place to...
Stock and place be ploughed. We must speak from our hearts. Two women, no enmity. Tell me why. I did something
Let's
you
see what
could
it
not
is.
abide.
It was what you did not do.
I have a suspicion about what this is.
In Aedirn, you are far too lenient on those elves. As you are ever, prepared to forgive, extend clemency.
What would you have me do? Let you cleanse, rid the wood
Yeah,
of all
that's
non-humans?
what she wants.
Wickedness demands wickedness. Blood calls for blood.
Very well, Rayla. Then go and drink of it if you must.
Lips pursed, eyes locked, Meve and Rayla took each other's measure a last time. The warrior then bowed in a manner some might think excessively courtly, turned on her heel, and rode off down a slope. Meve gazed after her until she disappeared behind a snowbank, then gave her mount a solid dose of her heels, and rode on, irked as a hare in a briar patch.
No, how are we gonna play the game now? Rayla, come back.
Your Grace, I have a message for your eyes only.
Okay, so that'll be it for this episode. That was interesting. We're going to have to do quite a bit now that Rayla's gone, because our entire deck sort of went around her. We'll see what we can do. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. This was an interesting one, that's for sure. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.